Okay, I'm back. So last time Apollo died. Let's continue. Number 18, 9:34 a.m. District Court Cash Defendant Lobby number 5. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday. Yeah, Apollo died. Good morning. You look awfully bright. Mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise. Oh, hey! Did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? The paper? That came out of left field. You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way in the mountains. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tape cleaner? Ooh, crap. It might just show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you better watch out, okay? Still very awkward. You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice. Justice? That's a trigger word. Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. I almost called him Apollo. That's not his name. It's all my fault. Fina! Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry. What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body. Thank God. Okay, he did not die, as confirmed. He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to the head, and he was lying unconscious. We rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looks like he's gonna pull through. It was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Is Miss Woods alright with you? Well, I managed to get her to stop crying while she's resting on that sofa over there. I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo. Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked because he was helping her look for something in the courtroom. Oh? Guess I can see why she thinks that. By the way, how are you doing? Who, me? Yeah, you. I know you're concerned and all about Miss Woods, but are you alright? Are you alright? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. People who study analytical psychology are great at timing things. After all, they learn how to control their emotions, too. Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. There's no denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he? Yeah, he can't recall anything from that time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in courtroom number 4 or who assaulted him. The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took to the head. Assaulted in a court of law and losing the memory of that. I know how that feels. That's reference to the second game. Who in the world would do such a thing? Huh, Mr. Wright? Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo. Now, Athena, I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? I admit, I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss, you're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name. Probably the dude who fucking did the bomb shit. That's the spirit. Spirit of justice. Now, let's see. I better check the court record one more time before the trial starts. Memory serves. When I have more than 6 pieces of evidence, I should be able to switch pages with the D-pad or the circle pad. Earth to Mr. Right? I'm ready whenever you are. Alright, let's get ready to rumble. Rumble roses. You bet. Yeah, rumble roses. Love that. With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right for Miss Woods' sake, and Apollo's too. December 18, 9:50 a.m. District Court number, courtroom number 5. Oh, we're day 2? Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. This is the first one. We already got multiple days. Both will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor. Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question? I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor. I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed. Like your father. I apologize, Your Honor. But please don't be like my father. Aha! Looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial. A separate matter, you said? And what might that be? I assume you're aware of that. I'm not. If you got this, I'm gonna try. That another incident occurred during yesterday's trial. Good job. Thank you. I'm the king of reading. No one calls you that, right? I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4. You can do it, man. You can read. I cannot read. Uh-oh. Why is he bringing that up? Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Oh, Mr. Justice. At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods. Oh, he's gonna accuse her of assaulting him. He isn't going where I think he's going with this, is he? The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods of the charge of Mr. Justice's assault. Rumble. Oh my gosh, he committed assault and murder all in one courtroom. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation is the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial. But I believe that there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4. This is the location in courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to Detective Army's body was found. You now have a diagram. The piece number 7. The question is, why did a culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice? Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne? I believe Mr. Justice found something in that courtroom while Miss Wood was with it. Evidence that fingered her as a perpetrator. Oh fuck. Fingered her as a perpetrator of the crime. You mean he found something when he did it? Precisely. And so, I surmise that the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him. Objection! Get in there, Thea. Junie would never do such a thing. She was devastated when she found Apollo hurt like that. But Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts. It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating, I cannot read that word. Hey, I have a problem with that word. It's fine. When Mr. Justice is assaulted, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself. Very well. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice. What? Why are you listening to Mr. Toupee over there? Oh yeah, good. Good insult. Although, considering our conversation is real, I think Apollo might have figured something out. Oh, that makes him look. That makes it look really bad. Wonder what it was. He told me, I'm gonna look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Maybe the two incidents are related after all. I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Mrs. Woods to the witness stand. Dude, Apollo's getting bodied constantly throughout this trial. I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop. Miss Woods. Guess she really is upset about Apollo. Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not? Yes, I did. Good. Very good. If you would, then please testify about what happened to the... Okay, here we go. Testimony. Got testimony. Alone with Apollo. During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtrooms together. Then I was called back to the courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in the courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person? So Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell. What an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was only his only outstanding feature. That's mean. He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too. I hope she didn't hurt her wrist backhanding that one out. But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins? I think Apollo might have figured something out. Something. What kind of something? Something to do with the courtroom bombing kind of something? I think. Oh ho! I'm not satisfied. New evidence for the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed. Rabble. Oh. I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away. Objection! Objection! No, Styling. Just as I thought, there is a connection between the two incidents. But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor. What lie is that? When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy the evidence. Good thing I'm playing during the day, so it's not creepy. Objection. Mrs. Woods repaid Mr. Justice kindness with violence. Styling and profiling. We found the proof of her foul deed there in the courtroom ruins. What the fuck? They didn't say that before. What on earth? Did you see it? There in front of Mr. Justice, right? Dude, this is the second game all over again. This is the Maggie. This is that Maggie shit. Here, Mr. Justice, witness the message he left. It's blocked. D-S. What odds? Why isn't that? That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods, not Woods, Honor, in capital letters. What? I submitted that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted. Here we go again with this shit. We're doing this again? Really? Okay. I mean, this is the first case. No! That can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name? Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving a message. Why would he do that? I'm going Super Saiyan. Hey, don't go Super Saiyan. Don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. When we discovered Apollo yesterday... Apollo? No! We didn't even get a chance to rush over to him. So you just, what, stood there just screaming? As soon as security heard the being scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. After that, they were in courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Here we go. First one, okay. Alone with Apollo. I was gonna come by for the coughing. I mean, yeah, that's kind of true. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom rooms together, okay? Then I was called back to the investigation during the time. When? Hang on. Hold it! Hold it! That was when you were called to the stand after Mr. Toney's testimony, right? Yes. The bailiff came to courtroom number 4 and brought me back to the courtroom. And what about Mr. Justice? I'm not the judge. Did he come with you, or did he stay behind? Apollo insisted on staying here in courtroom number 4. Let me look at the evidence. This. So we have blood here in the rock, and we got this guy making a finger. He's doing the exact same pose as the dude in the segment. You got woods, very, very intricate on the writing. And we also have the courtroom diagram. So here he is, right here. His arm is a little disconfigurated, but that's okay. You got woods there, and I feel like it'd be one of the new pieces of evidence that would be there, right? Apollo insisted on staying behind the courtroom number 4. Why? Why? Tell the court why. I better not ask her about Apollo. I know. I'll use some small talk to get her to relax a bit. Do you have any hobbies, Miss Woods? Hobbies? Oh, well, I love growing vegetables in my garden. And I love to knit. I like sewing, too. I made this outfit myself. Keep it up, Mr. Wright. It's working. Now ask her if she has a crush on anyone. So, is there anybody in particular you like right now? Objection! Objection! Mr. Wright, is that question even remotely related to this case? Styling and profiling. Can you stop styling and profiling? I cannot. Whatever. To this case, not really. Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking questions unrelated to the case at hand. So sorry, Your Honor. I just wanted to brownie points. Styling and profiling always gets the judge's side with me. Miss Woods, please continue your testimony. I believe you are telling the court about your attack on Mr. Justice. Yes, I was talking about how I attacked Mr. Justice. I swear I did. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person? Hold it! I don't know, you tell me. So you think Mr. Justice is kind? I think he's a bit of a prick. Yes, very kind. What? Well, he rescued me. He's like the sun, strong and warm. He makes me feel strong too. The only adjectives I associate with the sun are sweltering and oppressive. Oh, you talking about some oppression? I need to read us. Okay. But then Apollo got hurt, and it's all my fault. Junie, Apollo's going to be fine. He's just like the sun, right? Well, the sun doesn't just drop out of the sky. You really think he'll be fine? But the sun does go down at night. That means Apollo could. Mr. Penny, I do not think much of men who make young ladies cry. Look, I'm styling a poor pilot. Fuck, I got a cramp in my leg. What? Look, it's obvious that Junie didn't attack Apollo. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Right, I agree. They must have gone to look for Bum Rap Riney together. Fuck this crap. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shit, this hurts. But why did they need to find it so badly that they'd go through all that trouble? I better try and find out more. Okay. So this is kind of odd. What the hell? I was overcome by a fit of cough. That's right. Or do I? Is this one of those things where I have to hold everything? Hey, are you? Hold it right there. Do you always cough when you get nervous, Miss Woods? Yes. Fuck. I had lunch. Mr. Rice, please do not make Miss Woods nervous by pressing her shoulders. But that barely even qualified as a classy question. Let's help her relax with a little small talk before we dive into her cross-examination. You know, ask her about her okay, so... Crushes, really? I don't know about this. I already did that. I think this is meant to be press... did I press this one? I think I pressed that one already. Apollo assisted staying behind. Did I press this one? Fuck, I don't know. Hold it! Hold it! Okay, oh, that's... Okay, sorry. Okay, so there's the one before that. Objection! Simon, for violence. Was my name Gavin Payne, I think? I don't even... Destin? I don't even remember. Hold it! Hold it, right there. That was when you were called to the stand after Mr. Oh, that's... Fuck! Press this one too? Okay. So clearly there's apparently some evidence. What? Do I object this one? I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I even hurt such a kind person? Do I go to profiles and then... Oh shit, my bad. It's a lot. Okay. Why is this one so hard? Okay, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to courtroom ruins together. Yeah, that's right. I mean, what the fuck? No, this is Apollo, so this has to be, has to be one of these two. Apollo is shown collapsed on the floor. The bloody writing is also visible. This doesn't contradict with anything. A diagram of the courtroom. It was assaulted. What the fuck? Bomb. It had nothing to do with the bomb. Right? Right? At least I don't think so. It shouldn't have to do anything with the bomb. Why would I attack Apollo? Because you set the bomb out. I'm not the fucking prosecutor. It was hidden inside the stuffed animal and detonated. How do I, can I activate the other thing? No, I want to activate the, what's it called? The, thing on the account. It's just staying behind. This, I feel like it's this. Wait, that doesn't make sense though. Wait. What is it? What is it? What is it? Apollo is shown collapsed on the floor, the bloody writing. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. I don't want to I don't really... They're wrong. Courtroom number 4. Then I was called back to his courtroom to give testimony. Yeah, that's true. We gave testimony. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom. If I go to profile... Right, I can't go to profile? Shit. What the fuck? I don't know if is it. I feel like this is one of those ones where it's like you gotta just wait for the game to be all like, oh, you did whatever, right? Oh crap! Hey, my bad. Apollo stayed with me, and we went to the courtrooms together. Did I press this one?
Hold it!
Why exactly did you go to courtrooms? Well, we went to look for my oh, this is new. Shit. Well, we went to look for my medicine to stop my coughing. Your medicine? Why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4? I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Bumrap Riney? He was keeping my medicine safe for me. He was a little compartment. He was a little he has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see. And Phony Fanny has some type of pockets. That's where the bomb is inserted. I had to put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bumrap Riney. When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help me go look for him. There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. What? So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there and started looking for Riney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all his injuries. Apollo is so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest. The way she makes him sound, you'd think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh wait. That's funny, because his name is Apollo. So that's why you went to the ruins, I see. That seems to be pleasant for in fact. Please add, there it is, okay. Please add it to your testimony, Miss Woods. There it is. Okay, here's the one. Apollo started... No, Rob, that's wrong. That's wrong. Wait, is it wrong? Yeah. I mean, well, no. Where there was no rubble. There's a... Wait, which one do I present? It's one of these. I'm gonna present the diagram.
Objection!
Let's go! Fuck yeah! So you stated his search with the witness stand, you say? That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave. And strong. But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that. But he was, and he still is. He might not look it, but he really is brave and kind too. No, he's not. No, that's not the part I'm finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. But I should think that anyone could be brave and kind if they wanted to be, Mr. Right. True. Anyone could be kind and brave, but if you please would look at this diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how was it possible to walk up to the witness stand? Is that a piece of rubble right there in the middle? I thought that was the stand. Oh! I see your point. The rubble blocks off the access to the area with the witness stand. I just had lunch. Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it. Great. Now I'm not so sure if it matters. A real man doesn't make mountains out of
molehills, you know. Stop saying that! But that's precisely what Mr. Right does best. I call slander, Your Honor. So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene? Let me see, Your Honor. Yes, I have one more.
Okay, what the fuck?
Here it is. It's a more pulled-back version of the photo I presented.
Hollow assault photo updated. Huh? What's that hunk of metal on wheels? Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that case photo Mr. Tonade's bomb transport case?
That's right. Is there some problem?
Yes, that transport case was there in courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since. Oh, that's it! Miss Woods, have you remembered something? Yes, I just realized. Its position. It's different from before. Its position? The position of what? The case? The position of that big metal thing. The bomb transport case? Yes, when Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand. I can't read. I see. So when the transport case was, so where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it? As I recall, I think it was more to the right. To the right. And that means, in that case, the case over there was over there at the time of Apollo's attack.
Who cares where the transport case was, when? What difference does it make? It has nothing at all to do with what we were talking about.
Objection!
Don't cut me off!
Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
What? On my ear?
Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack. Yes, Your Honor. The diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. And where the transfer case was at the time of the assault, Mr. Justice was... Alright, Alex. The bomb transfer case... She said it was like, what, to the right? So... It would be... Wait, who's right? Is it this right? I'm gonna say it's over here. Present.
Take that!
Your Honor, I assert that I assert that this was where the transfer case was tiny, so I think this is wrong. But that's
Inconceivable!
Miss Woods. Was the transport case? Was this where the transport case when you saw it? Yes, that's where it was. Thank you, Miss Woods. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position. The transport case covers up the writing in blood. Exactly. If the transport case was that position at the time of the assault, bang, then no message could have been written there because because the case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody right.
Objection! We should be believed that the defendant's claim that the police was in a different position. Silent and violent. She's obviously lying.
Objection!
Objection! The fact that the case was moved after the assault of Mr. Justice is proven by more than Miss Woods' testimony alone.
What? And where is this proof you're talking about?
It's right here in the crime photo.
I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the assault? I don't know. It's probably because it's got wheels. Hey, that's it, right? It's got wheels. What proves that the case was moved? It's got wheels. All the proof is right here. All the proof you'll need, Your Honor, is right here. Right here? Oh, what? I'm afraid I don't. Oh, crap. Shit. You're good. What? Well. Ah, shit. I got penalized. I suggest you give it another try. What in this photo indicates that the transport... Is it the rock? The big rock? The big rock? Yeah, I'm going to save my game. I've already got penalized once. What indicates... What proves that the case was moved after the assault? It's the rock or it's this? Where's the fingerprint? Oh, I'm stupid. What the fuck is it? Is it the rock? Well, the rock is what he got. Clearly got hit. What proves the case was moved after the assault? Is it? I think it's this. The tassels. A little bit. The bandages. Let's try this.
Take that!
Yeah, shit. Okay. Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here. I see it. What is it? This mark was made by one of the passengers from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then after Mr. Justice was assaulted, bang! The transport case was moved. What? Just as Miss Wood said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood. Fuck, I stuttered. You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off. Yup, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards. Bang, bang, bang. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, that was a very clear deduction. Very clever deduction, my lord. Ah, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that! Boss, I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off of you. I have just one question. Yes, Your Honor. If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message, then who did? Huh? What? Eh? Oh, you about to give him... Oh! He gave him his confidence back. I'm back to styling and profiling. Well... Looks like I should have taken the train through that last station. Well, I have heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous blocking technique, isn't it? Ah, this feeling. It brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing away through thick and thin. Gee, Mr. Wright, that kind of makes you sound no better than a two-bit con man. You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence. Hey, until the judge asked a question, you didn't catch on either, Buster. Well, what now, boss? hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, we're doing the zoom in. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way through this. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood? Culprit. If Apollo didn't leave the bloody writing, maybe it was Apollo's attacker who wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it. Seems like the most reasonable explanation. Wait a minute. I just realized something, boss. What is it? Look at the amount of blood. Look at the amount of blood in this photo. It doesn't look like Apollo blood very much. I wonder if it's even possible to write wood with that with just as much. Fuck. Hey, you're right. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be a factor on why he survived the assault. And since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh? I guess so. Oh, if it wasn't his attacker, then who could it have been? Who could have written that message in blood? Nah, Apollo didn't do it. Someone else. Can I just accuse? Let's go. Ted Tone. It was Ted Tone. Oh shit. Fuck. It's not Ted Tone. Then who the fuck was it? That won't be Mr. Right, but the penalty will make up for your deficiency variance. Fuck, I got penalized again. Shit. This is not going good. So it wasn't Apollo or his attacker when you think about who was at the fuck could have been Woods. Who shed? Oh! I'm stupid.
Take that!
To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. When I've come this far, there's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at the crime scene. A person who shed blood? You don't mean... Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candace Army who left behind the message in blood. What? Rumble, rumble, that makes no fucking sense, rumble, rumble, rumble. What? Detective Army? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really?
Objection!
Objection! Oh, this one's gonna be easy.
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you said that the attacker left a message to throw people off, it might have made sense.
At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed any blood to write such an extensive message.
Uh-oh. This is not as easy as I thought.
Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear that there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
Why would Detective Army write the defendant's name? There was no connection between the two whatsoever.
And I didn't know who the lady was killed.
I ain't investigating it.
A very good action to the victim and defendant.
What the hell was that? They've never met each other before. Or, I'm chatting lines.
That's very true. Well, then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. The intended message. Not what it appears to be? Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods. Coming from you, that's quite a bold statement, right? You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have been some other name? Yes, Your Honor. Something I pulled out of the wormhole it could turn out to be true, right?
Objection! It clearly says woods, as anyone can plainly see. What other meaning could it possibly have?
Objection!
Objection! But Candace Army was a detective. Maybe woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example.
I didn't think of that. You may have kicked his honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. And there is no such radio code as woods in this state, dear Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact? Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes.
And enough of this.
I was quite taken with the defense's new theory. But if they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here. No, please wait, Your Honor. Very well. But before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody right? Well, I believe it's, And no stalling! If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over. I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have been besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something to do with language? Or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix, you can do this. Which piece of evidence tells the wood... Oh, okay. Going to save. I'm going to save the game. Tells us what woods really means. Guilty. That's what it means. L005R. That doesn't mean woods. I mean, that's a code. I mean, they're talking about code. And that's a code. Maybe it's a... What's this? Whoa, what's that? Okay, right next to S? What the fuck is that? Okay. Well, wait a minute. 5... Oh, yeah, it's gotta be the case. It has to be the case.
Take that!
Take that! The bomb transport case. I've about had it with your shenanigans, the right. Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L10015R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar? L100... What does that have to do with anything?
What could those numbers possibly have to do with this case at hand?
Now please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo. Oh, I think I see it! That it, girl. That's one on my side. It says woods. It says woods. No, it doesn't. Or you could say, it's a horse of a different color. I'm not Your Honor. I am Phoenix Wright. The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next are 2 zeros. Oh, my goodness. That's slang. The true meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Miss Woods' name. It's the number engraved on the bomb transport case.
Objection! No. You're not gonna do this corner bullshit. What are you talking about? The next one doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Let me look at one. You would need to. Let me look at. lines that you need to erase? You need to get rid. No, you keep the curve. Keep the curve. Get rid of the horizontal line on the 5. Would you need to keep the I think it's erase 2 lines? Please erase the third downward stroke on the W, curve, and the curved part of the D. Yeah. Well, would you look at that? Lois. No, Your Honor, it's not meant to be read as a word. It's the number L10015. Which, if you take away the final R, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case.
Objection! Erase 2 lines and match up, you say? Well, I can change anything and anything else simply by erasing 2 lines. What if we erase the 2 lines from your name? What, would you be happy as Mr. Ra? Oh, Mr. Ra! Don't call me Mr. Ra. Well, would you, Mr. Ra? Not call me Mr. Ra. The only right spelling is Mr. Right. It's right.
Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think we've drawn down the right conclusion. Detective Army's real message to us is the bomb transport casing. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit intentionally to mislead you.
What?
The original message, the Detective Army left behind the transport case number, but whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. You're right, boss. I would take a stroke. And what do you suppose Detective Army was trying to tell us? Good question. What does this number represent? Do you see this number here? That is my identification number. Candace Army lost her life in the courtroom bomb. Her dying message could only have been one purpose.
No, don't go there, please. Fine. To tell us the name of the... Are you mocking me?
I'm not mocking. To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing. Okay, so this is the part where we accuse you. Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Rat. Tell us who she was trying to name. The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than... Here we go, this is the part where we accuse.
Take that!
Take that! The defense wishes to indict Mr. Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing. Ted Tonate. Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty, I think. Somehow, the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So when she was caught up in the blast, she left the bomb transport message as her dying message. Shit. Well, I'm pressing shit. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime. Lewd.
Why would anyone go out of their way to write ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name?
He's got a good point there. Probably another name. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Rice? That only Detective Army would know the answer to that. But allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Army couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other. Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprits, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing. But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind the message. The fact remains, she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number.
Objection! Now just wait one moment. Let me stop and profile. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Army who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If the Detective Army had left a message, it should have been found at that time.
Objection!
Objection! Naturally, Mr. Tony had hid it before anyone could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so.
What?
Mr. Tony was able to cover up the bloody message because he... Yeah, technically he was the first guy. The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tony himself. I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. When Mr. Tony saw the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure. Oh, so that's why the message was under the transport case. He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would have looked suspicious. So the letters lived to serve on another function. When Mr. Tony used them in another incident. Oh, the assault on Mr. Destinies. Exactly. Mr. Tony hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it. By adding those two lines to the writing that Detective Army left behind. He changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Wood of the attack. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing in the courtroom was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. Bang! And that person is Ted Tonit. Yeah! Ted Tonit did. Ted Tonit did. Alright, so I guess we gotta do Tonit's last testimony part, and then probably get it after that. Order in the court, I say. It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself once again. Mr. Payne, please have Ted Tony take the witness stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
That was great, Mr. Wright. Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Finally drawn Mr. Tony back into the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Google Man, Googly Goggly Man, bitch boy. Now watch me take your lies apart. Mr. Torrance, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you. I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
Objection! They are not laughable, they would be serious. I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Torrance. The message in blood matches your ID number. There's a case right there. That was a cool shot. The same ID number that was on the bomb transport case. Such a far-fetched theory. No better than a tangled ball of wires. I'll have them take for you, no time at all. Why am I using that voice for him? You were the first person on the scene after Detective Army left the message in blood. Bang! You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and used it again later. I see 8 times 2. But then, let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective Army wrote that message? That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright? Best way to prove that Detective Army wrote that message is to analyze handwriting. Your Honor, I request a handwriting analysis be performed on the bloody writing. A handwriting analysis.
I'm sorry, but that's just not possible.
Huh?
Unlike writing done with a pen, for example, a message with a finger? It's difficult to properly analyze for unique characteristics. And with such a small sample, it would be even more difficult to analyze. There's gotta be another way. Okay, so I guess it's a DNA.
Your Honor, I request that a DNA test will be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message.
Oh shit, they found out. God damn it. Very well. Bailiff, please put in request for a DNA test with the forensics team.
Yes, Your Honor. It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis.
So then, let's hear more from the witness.
I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is. Witness testimony. Here I go. After the explosion. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Army could have written it. She struck her head on the rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found.
Oh shit, what the fuck? That's a good point.
So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near the writing was? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it.
It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo.
New crime scene photo.
God damn, she hit her fucking head hard, dude, on that corner. Oh, that's nasty. As you can see, there is blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there.
Okay, new evidence.
I see. Alright then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart? I'd like to see you try.
Let's go, let's go.
I mean, that's right. No bloody writing there at the time. Could have written it. There was no bloody writing. Oh, okay. She had struck her head on the rubble and died. Do you imagine she was thrown back by the force of the blast? A bomb can inflict damage not only from the explosion itself, but also substantial secondary damage from the blast wind.
Detective Army unfortunately hit her head on some rubble. It's stated in our autopsy report as well. Cause of death, trauma to back of death.
An autopsy report. I better take another look at that. Oh, let me look at it right now. Cause of death, trauma to the back of the head by impact, time of death between this. Now, do you see? Detective Army could not have written the message. The reason for that being, she was too far away from where the bloody message was found. Isn't it possible she could have crawled to the area to write the bloody message? If that were true, then how did she return? To the spot near the entrance? Maybe she crawled back after writing it?
This guy just me? With the AI? Text-to-speech? Would you like to get down on the floor and give us a demonstration of your theory?
No thank you. The victim's body and the writing are several yards away from each other. There's no way she could reach. Quite the conundrum. So that means something is off somewhere. There must be a contradiction. Maybe the body was moved. But that doesn't explain how blood got into the rubble. What if that was done by the real culprit after the fact?
If that's the case, then something about that. Something about that might contradict the evidence. Let me see. I admit I was the first one on the scene. Let's see.
She was too far away.
I dead ass don't know. What the fuck? There was no bloody writing there at the time.
How do you know that?
Hold it!
You were able to tell this with even those goggles on? With these goggles, there is no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head. Oh, you have a few grays, Mr. Wright. What? Poor Mr. Wright. You're always working so hard keeping our office together? Wait a minute, I don't have any gray hairs. Just kidding.
Objection!
Objection. I object to the witness attempt to prematurely give me gray hair. Mr. Torrance, the court frowns upon untoward comments on a person's head, or lack thereof. I'm sensing a great sorrow coming from the judge. My apologies, Your Honor. May I continue my testimony? Wait, so she has struck her head on rubble. Flat? Is it flat? I mean, you can say that's like pointed, right? I'm gonna say it. You can technically say that's pointed. I'm gonna try this.
Objection!
Let's go, bro. I'm smart. You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tone. Question mark. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Take a look at this autopsy. Specifically the part about Detective Army's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of the head caused by an impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Bang. Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. Ugh. What? You just got shot. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair. But, you dude got shot. Oh my god. That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction? I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on the piece of rubble. The blood stain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Still pointing.
Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body?
That's exactly what I'm claiming. The victim hit her head at some other location. Oh, no, is it the rock? Most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, she could definitely written that message. Your Honor, I have the results of the bloodstain analysis. Ah, very good timing. Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Army's blood, and the defense claims only parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear that the defense's assertion is correct after all. Let's
go over the right analysis. Adding to the record. Yes! You did it! You were right, boss! Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. One. Mr. Tony, it is apparent that you have told several lies on this one. I hope you have some sort of explanation for this. You know if you only tell a lie once, you're supposed to go to jail. But apparently I'm just gonna let this one slide. Just if you explain it quickly. Fine, I will confess. You will? But then why are you so calm? This time I will tell the truth again. I was clearly lying before, but now I will tell the truth now. The truth. It is true that Detective Army wrote my ID number. Okay. She very plainly wrote L10015R. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Army must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. That's technically a crime, right? You're tampering with evidence? Like, I see, so your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it? That is correct. I did not kill Detective Army. I accidentally pressed the log button. Oh well, that's all you did then. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's what that's exactly. That in itself is a criminal act. You're tampering with evidence. Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor. Very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. This dude's gonna get fucked. This dude's fucked up no matter what. This dude's fucked. Tampered with evidence. The truth. Sure. I did. I finally wrote. I was shocked. You were shocked? We need to do the motion. But I did not detonate the bomb. That type of lines. By mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion? That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number.
I may have suspected Mr. Tony for no reason other than that. As a bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say.
I do not support discrimination of any kind.
Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found, don't mind the taboo. Mr. Blue Suit over there would probably have pinned you up in the crowd.
He would? Wait, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare try to pin anything on me, I will take you to court. I never even tried to harm a hair on a strand on your beard, Your Honor. Well said, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with the bombs. I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing. Not wanting to be accused, I moved. My bad. You didn't think to clean away the bloody writing? I didn't have time. By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room. And I still have to move the body. I was in a panic. With no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case. Didn't you think the police would find it during their investigation? Regulation stipulates only specialists may touch transport pages. Because of the danger, you see. I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad. My bad. Does he really think he will just magically smooth things over? This guy is something else. And I don't believe Detective Army's dying message was some mistake. He won't wriggle out of this one so easy. What did Mr. Tony see when he first discovered the bloody writing? There has to be a contradiction hidden in his testimony somewhere. What did he see
when you first enter. Let's look at the evidence. Bloody writing is also visible.
I don't know. I really don't know. The diagram of the courtroom as it was when Apollo was discovered.
No, but I think we're done with that. You usually only present evidence once. It is true that things like the ID number, you clearly wrote on the shot. Didn't you?
The victim may have special knowledge on who the bomber was. I have no idea what thoughts Detective Army may have inside her head.
It is not like I ever dismantled her mind to check.
Mr. Wright, you make nice suspicion around the witness. Let's see your proof. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Even school children know that. How many years have you been a defense attorney now?
Cut me some slack, will you? Don't feel bad, boss.
You just got your attorney badge back after all.
In that sense, you're still more of a beginner than I am.
I suppose I should thank for
you're not a licensed psychologist. Mr. Tony, please continue with your testimony. With pleasure. My ID number was left at the scene, but Detective Army must be mistaken. It was your fault. Not wanting to be accused of wrongly.
It has to be this statement.
Are you sure? Can I do the? I want to do the feeling.
Let's pull this one. The number. And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom. Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so that sent me into a panic. So sounds like you were quite a sissy. If I were in his shoes, I guess it would psych me out too. I can't imagine coming across a message that
Message sights winning with blood. If I saw gasping pain, oh my bad.
If I saw gasping pain with his blood, I'd certainly make a gasp. Like this. Gasp. Rest assured, Mr. Tony, I understand how you must have felt. Did you like my gasp? Was it a good gasp?
It wasn't that good of a gasp.
Call me the king of gasp. No, they don't.
And so you discovered your ID number written in blood at the scene. That is right. I saw with my own eyes number. Oh, my bad. Pressing wrong button. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. This has nothing to do with Apollo. Is it the remote? Hang on.
Okay, so the remote switch starts. No, I think they're trying to ask like what when he walked in. He's the first person that walked in. What did he see? What did he see?
Right? So I think already presented that, so it can't be that. I already presented that. Is it this one? Fuck it. Shot in the dark.
Objection!
Yeah, that wasn't right. Shit. What is it? Oh man, I got penalized. No. But I did not detonate the bomb. There's an army where my Dano has right.
Hold it!
Is there, I believe, attic or some shit? So you admit, yeah, you actually did see the bloody writing that the Titan army left. My bad, I should have said so from the outset. And you were sure that it was the ID number? I am sure. It was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well. These funky things were provided by the police department. Although these are special goggles customized by by me personally.
Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine are custom made as well. They are indeed Ray-Bans. They were specially created to be particularly dark and shiny. Speaking of special, my camera is Humpty and is custom made as well. It is Ray-Bans. Yes, it was specially created to be particularly loud and sounding sound. Bang bang bang.
Wish I had something to brag about. You have true pendant thing. Be all as it may, I just want to confirm that you saw the bloody writing here. And that was your ID number? That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor. Dude, what the fuck?
It's this one, bro. It's gotta be this one.
Covered the writing. My bad.
What?
Detective Army must have mistaken me for the real bomber. This... Not what... My bad. Okay. What did Mr. Tone see when he first discovered the bloody writing? A report that proves that the writing was done in Detective Army report. Wait, this one?
Objection!
No. Fine. Fucking hell, I didn't realize like a motherfucker. Mistaking me for the real bomber now. That's funny, bro. It's gotta be the last statement. It has to be the last statement. I don't know which one. Covered. I moved the body and covered the writing. Okay, you know what? First of all, I'm gonna cheat real quick. I'm gonna just exit. I'm gonna be a quick cheater. Okay. I don't remember what was the last time I saved? Yeah, okay. I'm just shouldn't present shit. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Is it Apollo?
Objection!
No. Damn, that was a roast. Move the body and cover the writing behind that. Let's switch this. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know this one. This one's hard. A report that proves that the writing was done in Detective Army's blood. Oh, wait. DNA analysis definitely proves that the blood of the writing to be that of the victim. However, the lines that were added later were to be found by a The only thing I haven't presented is that fucking remote. Probably like the last thing I present, probably. Oh man. I'm gonna do the thing where you just press everything. Because I feel like I don't see it. Like I really don't fucking see it. What did he first see? Well, he saw the number, right? And then he covered it.
Holding!
I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. Dude, oh my god, I don't know. What the fuck? I look at the log. I don't believe it's just some mistake. He won't wriggle out of this one that easy. What did Mr. Tone see when he first discovered the bloody writing? He saw that it was his number, and he was like, I'm gonna cover it up. Mistaking me for the real bomber. Move the body. Switch that starts the time bomb's countdown. It was stored just before the blast and is now missing. Dude, I don't know. I'm so confused. Should I Google it? I'm gonna Google it. I give up. I give up. What's it called? Mr. Tone,
Can you hear that? Did that pick up? Okay, I don't think so. On the wait a minute, what? So on this one, she plainly wrote. So apparently what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to present this one.
Objection!
Well, I don't get it. Wait, you're gonna have to explain this one to me, game. I just want to make doubly sure that is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it clearly said that, but that's odd because that's not what I see.
Objection!
Yeah, objection. I'm confused.
What on earth are you babbling about now? Wasn't it you that claimed that the writing was ambiguous in the first place? Do you remember?
Take a good look at the photo and the bloody writing analysis. Now tell me, what the... Does it really say that? No? I'm eating my wires. Something is missing, isn't it? And... Oh! Oh my god, I'm dumb. That's what it was, the R! What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tony? Oh my god! The R, I mentioned before! The fucking Apollo photo has the R right there! Fuck! Stupid. Oh right, now I remember, there was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger, my bad. Come back. Come back, my beautiful contradiction. Mr. Wright, I'm not sure sir was a simple slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. I mean, look at him, he's eating his wires. He does look pretty flustered. Look at him. He's like flossing with his fucking wires. Wow, Mr. Wright. It appears that has nothing more than a mere mistake. I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tornate really see it? He saw it. Maybe Mr. Tornate really did see the R. But there was no R anywhere in the bloody room. It's right there. Now that I take another good look at the photo, I think maybe... That's it! What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his quartz of steel? I've got it! So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I propose that Mr. Tone really did see the letter R. I don't know. But the photo clearly shows that there is no R. What the you see that? No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tony actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make a claim, then you better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows that Mr. Tony could have seen the R? Right there. Present. Take that. Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red? Oh, I see it. Just on the edge where the floor is broken up. Mm-hmm. That's the R Mr. Tonehead saw. Objection. It's true that the witness wears some very odd goggles. But that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge do you think is an R to you?
Objection!
But what Mr. Tonehead saw wasn't that little of a smudge. That was a whole and complete R written there. Before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh well, I guess that explains... Huh? Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed something that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yep, because that's the only way it really went down. Timing of when the R was written was turns everything case from. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written? So it was written before? With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that. Bang. We can only conclude that it was written before the explosion. But that's ridiculous! If that were true, it overturns your own premise. That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. What? This is crazy. Order in the court. What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Objection!
True, but consider this scenario. She was hit in the back and on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast. What? It sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Army before the trial? Let's see, according to the police reports. Here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was Ted Townend. Wait, what? No one besides Ted Townend saw the victim? That appears to be the case, Your Honor. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday. It was when Detective and I were transferring the bomb. Oh my. Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. Typing like a kid, man. Your Honor, the defense requested new testimony from Mr. Tonate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please. My testimony? There is no need for, He's completely unnervous, right? You must have hit the nail on the head. Because, I already was transferred the bomb to the courtroom. I already told you. Hallelujah.
Last thing, I was only in that courtroom with that victim because of our work. I swear I was only transferring the bomb there.
Objection!
You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not? You always leave yourself open to attacks, Mr. Wright. What now, Mr. Payne? Yes, Mr. Tony may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Army, but an important piece of your assertion is missing. What important piece? The murder weapon. What do you claim he used to kill the victim? Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tony had the choice, without a weapon, we can't accuse him of a crime. Well, Mr. Tony?
Yes. That's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used to murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly kill Detective Army.
This dude's fucking crazy. Did he really have nothing that could be used as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena? Just looking over the victim's autopsy report, I'm hoping there's something that can point us to the right direction. Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object. Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right? A heavy blunt object with a flat surface. Oh, the remote? Would you indicate that could be used to kill Detective Army? I believe I can. Believe is the key word here. It has to be the fucking remote.
You can?
Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tony use? It's the remote. It has to be the remote. This must have, what? It's not the remote?
Huh? Don't be ridiculous. Aha, you fell right into my trap. Don't mock me. I'm not mocking you.
So you can confirm that this is okay. It was not. I was like the remote's kind of like a scratch. Damn it. Yeah. I mean the big ass case. It could be the big ass case. The case. Oh shit. It's the case.
Take that!
Shit! It's not the case. It's not the case. It wasn't the case. Let's try this again. Flat? It's flat and it... What the fuck? It's not the case. It's not the remote. They said flat, right? Oh, the bomb itself?
Take that!
Mr. Tony, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon, but in fact, you had the perfect thing.
What are you talking about?
You have this. That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast. The bomb blast? No. But I believe Candace's army was killed with the bomb. With this bomb itself. Fucking beat over her head. Because this is a blunt object that was delivered that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Please recall the description of Detective Army's head wound. Trauma to the back of the head caused by an impact with a flat object. We assume this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern. What's with him?
Then show me some proof. What's the evidence that I hit the victim with a bomb?
Ah, he's right. I don't have anything decisive.
Did you find any victim blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. But too bad. The bomb is blown to bits. It's long gone. Ah! Boom! Game over. Yeah!
Mr. Wright, is there really nothing on the bomb in this photo? Ah, I don't see any blood or anything. Wait, the timer display is a little broken here. Maybe it broke when it made contact with Army's hand. That definitely is a distinct possibility. But unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not gonna be helpful. Ah, guess you're right. By setting off the bomb, Tony managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? Times like this, I gotta change gears and look at things a different way. Instead of looking at things that he wasn't able to hide, I should look at... He did... Oh, this is the remote. Ted Tony murdered Army before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off. There was something he must have kept. Yep, it's the remote. This is where the remote comes into play. I've been wanting to use a remote for a while. I think I just have the thing. Time to present the photo that presents. It's coming from the eye.
Take that!
You're on. What? Were you kidding me? That's wrong? Fucking hell. He said photo. I went, oh wait. Oh no, but I want to present the fucking remote. That's 3 resets this stream? That's 3 resets. A photo? He hid the thing in the case? Paula?
Take that!
No, no, that's not it either. Shit. What is it? Is it? He said photo. He said photo, right? Oh, is it this photo? Really? Wait, they want me to present this photo?
Take that!
No. That doesn't make sense. Wait. Oh wait, no. Okay, no. Here's what I'm thinking. It's it's obviously the victim, right? The victim. You get the victim. So it has to be this one. It has to be.
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder weapon took place before the trial, then Mr. Tone would have had to hid the body somewhere during the trial. Hey, you're right. And if we could figure out where that hiding place was, exactly, we might be able to find some evidence we can pin down him. Wait, what? So where could Mr. Tone have hidden the body during the trial? In the case?
Take that!
Wait, a box big enough for a body, a box that was in the courtroom the whole time, a box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Tonate! What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No. You're gonna be the one who's gonna show it to me. Come again? You heard me. Now, show me what's inside the bomb transport case.
What? Right! No! There's no need!
I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a foreign object. And then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. The answer is right here. Inside a box made of thick alloy plating that can stand withstand any impact.
No! That's completely false!
If it's false, you should have no objection to showing us your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? Shit.
Hold it!
Let's not. Not if you value your life. What? What's he up to now? He's gonna... Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes. What? Huh? I repeat, the HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off. Mr. Tony, are you threatening me? Hey, I am not the only one I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me. He's holding the whole court hostage.
Mr. Tony, didn't you say that's just a training model? I'll pick the practice on it.
I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000. The HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up the courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up in the bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one that I made. What? Then are we to take that as a confession, Hashimoto? Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000, the stuffed animal, and put my own bomb into it. And that bomb exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4. Mr. Tarnate, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe such a crazy story like that? The HH-3000, it is so unique. I have never seen anything like it. It is so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. So I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH-3000 in there? I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check. So not a possibility that the bomb was switched out. No, not a possibility. A certainty. I did it. So he's had a real bomb with him this whole time? You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. We're getting the fuck out of here, dude. Order in the court. I'm out of here. It's gonna blow. Run. So is this where the anime cutscene comes? You 4 are still here? Well, well, aren't you brave? I just wouldn't do it for the judge presiding over this court to run. That horrible explosion the other day. It looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. Mr. Payne. And he's off. Mr. Wright, what do we do? Pathetic if you're run now, wouldn't it? But the bomb might really go off. Only 3 more minutes, folks. Is that bomb really the HH-3000? What should I do? We're standing our ground. I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear HH-3000, naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate on the spot. Farewell.
Hold it!
Hold it! You're not going anywhere. I'll leave you. Wow. Detonate. Oh? Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Rice? This is where the remote comes into play. More of your famous bluffing. Why are you saving the game, you coward? Even at the risk of your own life. Mr. Rice, none of your bluffing now. Not at a time like this. Lives are on the line here. I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. It's right here in the photo of the bomb. Clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonate's bomb is not the real HH-3000. Really? Out with it then immediately. Where's proof that Mr. Tonate is not holding the real HH-3000? Is it the time? No, I can't even go down there. There's a crap. The display from the time where the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonate used the bomb to attack the detective army. Oh! But the display of the bomb is right in front of us. It's not broken. Oh, you're right. Therefore, this is not the real HH-3000. Mr. Tonate is clear lying when he said he switched out the bomb with the stuffed animal. The real HH-3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake. A model used for training purposes. Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the bomb. I will examine inside the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr.
No, stop!
What is that? Is that a blood stain? Just as I expected. Your lies have been blown to bits, Mr. Tone. I'm confident DNA analysis on this website will confirm it's Detective Army's blood. And that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Army. How about it, Mr. Tone? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence?
Dismantle it? You're too late. You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time. The H-3000 is about to explode!
Don't try and threaten us, Mr. Tone. I've already proved that your bomb is a fake.
It's real! This bomb is a real thing, I tell you! It's real!
Breakdown, breakdown. Mad bomber, party of one.
There's no time left. It's going to blow! I have to disarm it. I have to take it apart. I can dismantle anything. I can take apart evidence. I can take apart bombs. I can dismantle it all. Stop! Made it!
Oh my god! Game over. Dismantle attempt failed. Dude, look! Oh my god, it's fucking creepypasta. It's all over. My life has been lonely. It's my stupid mom's fault. So the bombs I just spent. I just saw them on the black rocket. When I tried to take this one, just haven't noticed it. She confronted me in courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide the body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. All this. I thought I could disguise her death with the next one. And this stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After the testimony yesterday, court number 4 and whack! I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and bang! When the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh my. Checkmate. You are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault of Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Now then, I see that the members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. Be that as it may, I will announce Mr. Juniper Wood's verdict. Not guilty. Yay! Good job, Juniper. You're not guilty.
Yeah! You did it! I'm not here. I'm way gone longer.
Court is adjourned. Bang! Look at that! He finished the first trial, and then we got the little aftermath. December 18, 12:31 p.m. District Court 5. Oh, I can't skip that. Defendant, lobby number 5. You did it, boss! Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow. So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing. It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it? That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed out of there, it was great. Mr. Wright, Tina, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to the forest in peace. I hope both of you will come and visit me sometime. That would be nice. Thank you for the invitation. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you can make it all the way up to Junie's house. How high do you live up again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think. What? That's no forest, that's a mountain! But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about this case. One little mystery we never got around to solving. Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Oh. The remote.
Take that!
The remote. That's what the remote's used for? Kidding me? The remote switch, right? Yeah, I wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tony just got rid of it somewhere. Maybe. Here's a pretty big thing to leave unsolved though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find. Okay, clearly that remote's gonna come into play in the later trials. Clearly. For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict. And I guess you're right. Hey, I know. Junie, shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone. Okay. Huh? Her grandmother? No, silly, to Apollo. Oh, right. Why don't we all go to the hospital together to see him? Great idea. But he's bored out of his mind. Okay. So the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over with the highlights. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Venus Lex, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. And our powers combined, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. Oh no. Oh. Ooh, that's good. That's good, I like that. But all that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that it would put my faith in us into the ultimate test. Date, time, oh shit. Right. Anime? Hey, what's up, my man?
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
Wait, what do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why? I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
What happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed. One Piece General. Now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day that I first met you. tackled our first case together. He and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature. Whoa. Save. You need to save. And let's go. We finished the first case. New episode has been added. I also have the DLC episode. I'm definitely gonna do that when I get the chance. But I'm gonna end it here. Monsters turn them out. Oh god. Investigate. Oh, we get to investigate. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna cut it here. I just really wanted to get the first case over and done. But to my 0 viewers, thank you for watching. I will I'll come back to this game. This game is definitely what I wanted to play for a long time. I'm definitely liking it so far. Just gotta exit that. There you go.